Perched on a high cloud above the battle, and clearly excited by the spectacle below, stood Ares, the god of war. Dressed all in red, tall and strong he stood, and his smile grew broader as Hermes landed beside him. "Hail, brothers," said Ares, for he was also a son of Zeus. Pointing down, he asked, "Isn't it glorious? Here are humans at their best and worst. Some display heroic courage and others cowardly fear." He pointed, and a beam of light shone on one of the desperate soldiers. "I've been watching that fellow there," said Ares. "See how he seeks to bring his fellow soldiers together to win the battle." Hermes had never understood his brother's attraction to battle, but it would not do to say so. Hermes thought to himself, "It seems to me that the best elements of humans are love, loyalty, and learning, not fighting." To Ares he said, "Zeus summons us all to Mount Olympus." Without taking his eyes off the battle below, Ares nodded and said, "I'll be there." But Hermes had already flown to the Greek city-state of Athens. Here he found his sister Athena, another daughter of Zeus, and a goddess of wisdom and war, walking among a grove of olive trees. With Athena was Zeus's sister Demeter. But Hermes had already flown to the Greek city-state of Athens. Here he found his sister Athena, another daughter of Zeus, and goddess of wisdom and war, walking among a grove of olive trees. With Athena was Zeus's daughter Demeter, the goddess of plants and of harvest. In her wise, intelligent voice, Athena was saying, "And so, dear aunt, would you please make sure that this year's crops of olives is especially plentiful for the people of Athens?" Gently Demeter answered, "I shall be delighted." Instantly the near-by olive leaves turned a deeper shade of green. Hermes landed, kissed his aunt's cheek, and then smiled at Athena. "I have come to tell you that Zeus calls us to Mount Olympus." "Of course," Athena answered. Hermes was off once more to his last stop, back to Mount Olympus, where he had started. There Hermes followed the loud clang, clang, clang of metal striking metal. His brother Hephaestus, the god of fire and the blacksmith of the gods, was standing by his red-hot forge with a huge heavy hammer in each hand, striking them in turn against a jagged lightning bolt. The lightning bolt was being shaped on top of an anvil, a heavy block of steel or iron with a smooth flat top. Waiting outside to carry the lightning bolt to Zeus, who, as you remember, was the god of lightning and thunder, was a magnificent winged horse named Pegasus. Hephaestus did not even notice Hermes until the messenger god called out loudly enough to be heard over the hammer strokes, "Greetings, brother." Hephaestus stopped hammering, and, wiping the sweat from his brow, looked over at Hermes. The two gods, though brothers, appeared to be opposites. Hephaestus was huge and muscular in his upper body, but slow-moving due to an injury that had left his leg badly damaged. Hermes was slender and so smooth that he seemed almost to dance in all of his movements. Hephaestus' face broke out into a big grin when he saw the messenger god. "Brother, where have you been while I have been tied down here at my forge?" he asked in his slow way. "Practically everywhere," Hermes answered. "Zeus has sent me to summon everyone to the great hall." By everyone, Hermes meant the main gods, of whom he himself was one. In fact, there was only one left to contact. "Would you please ask your wife to join us?" he said. Hermes frowned. "She does not like to be awakened this early," he said, even though it was nearly noon by now. "But if it is for Zeus, I will do it." Hephaestus's wife was the most beautiful of all the goddesses, the goddess of beauty itself and of love, Aphrodite. Aphrodite was as used to luxury as Hephaestus was to hard work. Hephaestus told Hermes, "We will come." Finally all of the gods and goddesses had gathered. Aphrodite told Athena in a laughing voice, "I'm sorry I looked like such a mess, but Hephaestus said I had to hurry." Athena smiled to herself, for as always, Aphrodite was absolutely stunning. Athena had no chance to reply, for now the king and queen of them all, Zeus and Hera, entered. Hera was the goddess of feminine power and of women's lives. She knew why Zeus had to summon them all. The family of the Olympian gods was about to welcome a new member. Zeus raised a hand for silence, smiled, and announced, "Today is a special day. Today we invite to join us here on Mount Olympus a new god, the youngest of us all. Humans will worship him as they worship the rest of us." Zeus continued, "Welcome among us Dionysius, god of wine, pleasure, and theatre." Suddenly there appeared a handsome fellow with laughing eyes, a lazy smile, and dark curly hair. Dionysius spoke in light, easy tone. "I am honored. I shall teach humans to make wine and raise cups of it in praise of us all, and they shall dedicate their finest plays to the gods and goddesses. In these ways I hope to provide pleasure to the humans and honor to us all." And so it was that Dionysius joined the household of the gods and goddesses atop Mount Olympus, completing what is known as the 12 Olympian gods.